When you think about pests, you usually think about insects, or on a bad day, maybe mice, or even rats. So by that token, this location known as Vetter's Echo is currently going through pest hell. For it's not insects, or mice, or rats that have taken to this shack and called it their own, but instead something much bigger and scarier. And so in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Vetter's Echo. This shack is located above the W of West Elizabeth, which is a slight ways northwest of Strawberry. It sits slightly northwest of Mount Shan. But it's all fun and games looking at it on a map, but we want to see what's actually going on here. As you ride along, you'll notice that this area is gorgeous, though do be prepared there are bears literally everywhere. Vetter's Echo seems like a nice, quiet, humble looking shack from the front. What possible pest problem could this place have? Why don't we go inside and take a look? Vetter's Echo appears to have become the home of one very angry bear. He's not a friendly bear and will attack you no matter what you do, so you have to be careful. Of course, killing this bear is not impossible, so definitely just do that. My statement before was indeed true. This is quite the strange pest. Of course, if it kills you and you come back, you will have the house free, or if you just come back after killing it, the house will also just be empty. You'll notice a couple of cigarette cards laying out, one on the porch and one inside, and you will also see a broken door frame with the door on the floor inside the house, which shows just how the bear managed to get inside. Inside one of the drawers you can find two poems and the words "You want punishment" etched into the wood, sitting at the base of the drawer. I do believe this is one of the many cheat codes in Red Dead Redemption 2. This one gives the player a wanted level. Obviously the guy who used to own this place is something of a poet and an artist, and a corpse, more on that later. So let's read his poems, shall we? Oh yes, Fizhy reading poetry. This is exactly what you wanted to watch. A day's walk. I wake up on ONG's shore and bathe and watch. The daylight kindles yellow fire above the dam, and soon ignites a swathe of eastern pines until the lakes are pyre. Of blood-red waters, yellow, gold, then blue, once more, I pack my tent and join the trail beside the river. Heading north, the dew still wet upon the grass, the light still pale. Here Canis latrons hunt leopardy, Crotalus atrox lurks in longer grass. And once I saw the distant amber eye of Ursus horribilis watch me pass. I am among them, Homo sapiens, student, not master, brother, not their lord. Amid these fragrant pines my blood transcends myself, an ancient kinship is restored. Uphill the trees grow bare, seared long ago by some forgotten fire. The trail turns north, soon I can see the old Hagen capped with snow, across a tide of lupines rolling forth. And there I leave the path, stretched out my hands, and wade for home across the valley floor. And yet there's something missing from these lands. Oh come, my Annabella, I implore. Oh look, I've just remembered my profound hatred for poetry. I once went to a house party and wound up with a crackhead reading me poetry. Did I tell you about that story? Never mind. There is another poem, so I guess we must read that one too. Dear Annabella, you told me not to write, yet I knew I must. Please read this through. Here I have made a home for both of us, if you but knew. Beneath Mount Shan my little cabin lies, enclosed by trees. My work goes well, here peace and open skies bring health and ease. 'Tis simple life, no crowds, no strife, no cause of restless sleep, no lawlessness, because there are no laws, but ours to keep. How are the boys? I miss them every day. Oh, let them come, they'll eat fresh fish and breathe clean air and play. And feel the sun. And feel the wrath of that bear, but we won't talk about that part. You are afraid to leave all that you know. I understand. Have faith, my Annabella. Love shall grow in fertile land. So it would appear as if the previous owner of Vetter's Echo liked to write poetry, and left his city life to come out here, and is presumably trying to convince his wife and children to come out here too. Now, in my opinion, poetry kind of does the opposite of attract. What does it matter though? That guy is probably bear food by now. When you come here for the first time, you can in fact find the man's body laying over the bed. For some reason, the game doesn't actually register him as a dead person, and it's quite dark in the house, so it's quite easy to miss. Well, how did this guy attract the bear anyway? Well, as it turns out, this guy likes to camp, courtesy of his poem. And sure enough, on a ridge a short distance southeast of Vetter's Echo, we can find a damaged, blood-stained tent and the remains of a camp. There doesn't appear to be any signs of a body. However, if the sheer amount of blood here is any indication, whoever was here probably isn't about anymore. And since the guy mentions having a tent in one of his poems, however, at the house you can find no tent, at least not as far as I could see anyway, this could very well be his camp. It is worth noting that at the house there is also what appears to be blood. Maybe he was attacked by the bear here, went home, and the bear killed him at his house. Is this camp connected to our dead poet friend? Let me know. But ultimately there's not much else as far as story is concerned to be considered here. Anyway, that concludes today's video, so thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. That'll be super appreciated. And I will, of course, see you all very soon with another video at some point.